to talk to you today about wealth is a mindset. Well, your wealth starts in your mind. It is not the numbers in your bank account. So let me give you a little story about two different people. Person A. Person A makes six figures, but they're always stressed. Constantly say, I never have enough. And they work so hard out of the fear of losing what they have. Person B makes about half the amount that person A makes, but feels very wealthy. Person B appreciates what they have, invest in things that bring them joy, they see opportunities everywhere. So who's the wealthier person? Person B. Yeah. See, excuse me, my nose is still bothering me. See, that's because wealth begins in the mind. It's not in the numbers. And that's why when we hear about billionaires, sometimes we get upset because, different people do because they think it's about the numbers. It's not about the numbers. Look at many of those billionaires that you get so upset about, or even millionaires that you get so upset about, and watch them. You can see the insecurity dripping off of them. You can see the worry they have, the lack mentality they have, because they are so afraid of losing their power, of losing their money, that they begin to be very bullyish because they're afraid. Because they have this lack mentality, feeling that they're not worthy of having it, yet that they don't project. They try to project to the world. They try to project to the world and to themselves that they are worthy. But like I said, if you really look at them, you can see the insecurity, the multiple wives, the cheating, the lies, the screaming at you that things are this way, yet never giving any documentation. And I am not just talking about politicians. We are seeing that some today in this country and probably in other countries. But it's with a lot of them. Yet then you see someone like Steve Jobs when he was alive. He never jumped out there screaming, that you had to have an apple and all this kind of stuff. These other ones, they seem like the old slick used car salesman of the 60s and 70s. I want to sell you a car. But, Steve Jobs, even Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, you can see in them, they are not afraid of losing their power and their money. They know that what they have is that they earned it. They know that they are worthy of it. You can see the difference in them. And yes, I know Bill Gates is still divorced, but he's not had 5 or 6 wives, and he doesn't have a whole ton of children running around all over the place. There's a difference. There is a difference in these people who know that what they have done is help in many ways, and then there's the ones, maybe not in all the ways. Let me clarify that. Maybe they have not helped in all the ways you think they should help. I don't think millionaires or billionaires should give away every dime they have, but they are, many of them are providing a service. I know a lot of people don't care for Jeff Bezos right now, but he provides a service that is incredible. Sears basically went out of business because of Amazon, and Sears started as a catalog. All the catalog companies, they kind of stopped what they were doing, and they let Jeff Bezos come along and outdo them on what they started. Facebook, Zuckerberg provides a service. Those people, they're, they seem to have a completely different attitude than some of the other billionaires that we look at, and we hear them screaming and jumping up and down on tabletops, and all these things. Look at their insecurity. So my question to you is, do you see that? Which do you see within you? Do you see person A who is so afraid of losing what she has, or do you see person B who feels wealthy even though you may not have the numbers in the bank account? So let me ask you a couple of questions. Where in your life Do you already have wealth that you might be overlooking? Where in your life do you have wealth that you might be overlooking? Yeah. Maybe it's that you have a beautiful garden. Maybe it's that you have a closet full of clothes, whether you wear them or not. I mean, that's a lot of wealth. If you're not wearing them and you're not going to, then perhaps it's time to move them on. Maybe it's that you have the love of family or the love of animals. Maybe it's that you have money in the bank and you're just thinking it's not enough. But it really is, that it pays all your bills and you have enough money in there to last you for, 2, 3, 6 months, a year. If you brought in no income, you could live on that savings. Maybe it's that you are able to save $5 or $10 every payday. Those are places of wealth that you may be overlooking. Maybe it's even your wealth of knowledge, your ability to read and write. Maybe those are your places of wealth that you're overlooking. So look at yourself and ask, where in your life do you already have wealth that you might be overlooking? I'll put this question in the comments so that you can go back and look at it. And two, what is one way you can shift from a lack mindset to a wealth mindset today? What's one way you can shift from a lack mindset to a wealth mindset today? Now, being that Valentine's Day is tomorrow, one way might be to buy yourself some flowers or buy somebody else some flowers. They don't have to be roses, they can be anything. I know roses are very popular here in the States for, Valentine's Day, but it certainly doesn't have to be. If you've got flowers in your garden, go cut some flowers and hand them out to neighbors or bring them into your own house. Bring them in, put them in some water so you can look at them all day and all night. Maybe one way to shift your lack mindset to a wealth mindset today is to put away $5, put it into the bank. If you've been in my world for a long time, and I haven't talked about this for a while, so you may not know, I save ones and fives. I put them in a beautiful box, and when the box gets full, I take them to the bank. Generally. That's generally what I do with them is I take them to the bank. Recently, I went away for 5 days, so I did take them to the bank, but I kept out a few of the ones. I kept out, I think, about 10 or 15 ones because I knew I was going to have to leave some tips. So I kept them out for that purpose so that I could tip the valet at the parking and I could tip the bellhop for the luggage in the hotel. I kept the ones and fives out for that. But I did put the rest of it into the bank, which meant I put in it was funny, I put in $199.90 because I had some checks with me. I was like, I wish I had a dime on me. I made it 200 even because it drove me crazy. But so, where can you shift that mindset? Or maybe it's that you look in your closet and you go, wow, look at all the clothes I have. I only wear a handful of them, but I have so much more. So wear something today that you don't normally wear. I have to admit, this shirt is something I don't normally wear. I'm realizing because it's a little small. Because my mom bought me a pair of um, capri pants, and they had this color in them, and they have pink, so I need a new pink top because I didn't have a pink top to go with them. I'm shocked that I don't have a pink top. But I pulled out this because it matches, and I was like, wow, I haven't worn this in a while because it's a little small. It's a little snug, but it still fits okay for me just to run over to my mother's and let her see that I'm wearing something that matches the capri pants that she just gave me, made her happy, and since she's not feeling well, that was a great thing. Where else can you look around? Maybe it's that you have a whole bunch of coins saved and you haven't taken them to the bank. So just make one little tweak. Maybe it's even to look back on things that you have received in the last week or throughout your life. In case you didn't know, I have a money tracker, and I call it a cha-ching income tracker, and it's a great way to keep track of all the abundance that flows to you every day. If you'd like that, just type the word income in the comments and I'll make sure that you get it. And so your as I said, your mindset creates your reality. It creates your wealth. Your wealth begins here, between the ears, in your mind, not in your bank account. Your bank account follows after you have that wealth in your mind. So I'm going to put these two questions in the comments below, and I hope that you have an absolutely lovely day. I can't wait to read your comments. Oh, and by the way, one more thing. On February 22nd, this is February 13th today, on February 22nd, which is next Saturday, I will be hosting at noon Eastern Time a free masterclass, The Joy Blueprint, 3 Secrets to Unlocking Happiness, Abundance, and Living an Awesome Life. So I'd love to see you there. It's absolutely free. I'm going to be hosting it in my Facebook group, but also on Zoom. So if you'd like information on that, well, you'll get it in there, but you can also just put the word joy. So you got 2 words you can put in there: income and joy, to get the income tracker or information on the Joy Blueprint, and also answer the questions. I know that's a lot. So take your pick. Do whichever you want. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.